What's going on, guys? It's Jacob Borth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, talking to you guys about the used car buying process, getting down towards the end of it here. And this is something I want to talk about where maybe it comes to like closing the deal, negotiating the final price, or the steps you have to go through to get to that final price at the very end, and some things you can do to help keep yourself in a good frame of mind, okay? Because when you go in there and you're trying to buy, this is something that salespeople know, marketers know, advertisers know, politicians know about humans. They know that human beings can be very, very emotional creatures. Many people will make decisions based on emotion in that moment, and they will try to rationalize it later, okay? And you go to a car dealership or you go to some place to buy, and they know that, and they can usually use that to their advantage. They can usually leverage that into getting you to pay more for a vehicle than you actually needed to. So there were a few things that I did, and I've talked about in other videos, and it wasn't until just recently I found a way to actually put this into words. Hopefully it'll help you guys out a little bit, but what I call it is, what you do in the process is you add steps between you and the final decision of signing that paperwork, okay? When you add steps, it helps distance you emotionally, okay? So, because when you're in there and you're in their environment at the dealership and they're talking to you, right, they're going to give you that line where we want to earn your business today, right, because they want you to buy, because they know you only have so much information available to you to make the decision. And even in that environment, if they're not literally looking over your shoulder trying to push you, just the fact that you're sitting there, maybe with the sales rep in front of you, maybe the manager's there with you too, I mean, just their presence, can add a little pressure on you. And when that pressure's on, you can't think quite as clearly, then maybe that's when your emotions will come in and start to take over, all right? And you don't think clearly, you've only got so much information at that moment to make the decision. So that's why what I would recommend is add steps before you get to that point where you're actually going to sign the dotted line. So that's when you make a commitment to shopping around at several places. You commit to having a mechanic take a look at it first, right? You commit to not buying on the first day. Because when you can go in there, talk to them, see what they have available, and you don't get wrapped up in the emotional side of it, and you're able to pull back and step away, that gives you more time. That gives you time away from their environment, right? When you're on their turf, that's in their favor, their advantage. But when you're able to step away for a bit, you can go home, you can research more, you can find other solutions, you can go check out other places, you have more options to you, you can really crunch some numbers and see where you want the price point that you want to get to, so you can go back in and be way more prepared, right? You can prepare a lot more and have a lot more information than you would if you just decided on the spot. So that's why I say, that's what I'm just going to call is add levels or add some layers between you and the final decision where you're going to sign on that dotted line. Because they know if you decide to buy that first day and you're not thinking clearly, they're going to be able to get a higher price out of you. So if you come back though and you've done more research and you've taken some time and you're not too wrapped up in the emotional side of it, it can really work to your benefit, okay? So don't let the emotions get to you. They're going to try. Just add some levels like I talked about earlier. Add those in there so it gives you space and it gives you time to think and gives you more clarity in the car buying process, okay? That's it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one.